Okay, so our camcorder is recording and our Zoom meeting is recording. All right, welcome. We are here at Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness for our moderate flow class. My name is Rachael Plaine and we are going to get started today. You don't need anything special. If you want to practice with your blocks, feel free to have those nearby to support your practice and any other props that you want, but otherwise just yourselves and your mats, and you can come seated. We'll start seated today, so you can get back onto your mat. Find a comfortable place to sit, and we will begin, and I'll come check in with you guys at the end. So glad you're here. So get comfy. All right. So finding our way to that comfortable seat, you can bring your hands down to your lap and close your eyes. And just take some time to feel your legs, to feel the weight of the body shifting forward and back or side to side. So today we're going to focus on some hip openers and some core work. This is a moderate pace class, so it's a more intermediate style flow class, but you're welcome to take it in a more gentle way. So I'll always offer modifications. But letting the eyes close and starting to drop in, even in our more vigorous or intermediate level classes, I always like to start with a good meditation, centering, and warm up so we're prepared to practice. With palms down on your lap, take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale a sigh. Do that again, big breath in. Exhale. And one more time, deep breath. Exhale. Good. Breathe in through the nose, hold the top. Through the nose, exhale, round your back, tuck your tail, scoop the belly, bring your chin to your chest, hollow out. Hold at the bottom, deep breath in. And full breath out. As you inhale, float up on the sit bones, lift the belly, lift the chest, lift the throat and face. And exhale, round back, tuck the tail, scoop the belly, chin to chest. One more time, inhale, rise, open, lift. And exhale, release. Go ahead and bring that right into the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen the spine, shrug the shoulders. Exhale, shoulders back and down. A couple more times, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. And last time, lift up. And exhale, release. Let your palms open up so the backs of the hands are touching the lap. And as you exhale, drop your chin, just hold there. Relax your face, your eyes. Take a deep inhale. And full exhale. The next time that you breathe in, bring the right ear over to the right shoulder, open up the left side of the neck. And exhale through center. And go the other way, bring the other ear to the other shoulder, open up. And exhale through center. One more time each side, ear to shoulder. And back through center. And then last time, other side. And back through center. Good. Go ahead and lift the head up. You can keep the eyes closed. Breathe out right where you are. Begin to deepen the breath into the lowest part of the belly, the middle section of the ribs, the upper portion of the heart. Exhale, release the chest. Relax the ribs and relax the low belly. Continue that Dirga 3-part breath, in and out through the nose. Lengthening the breath, deepening the breath. Having the spine long and tall, beginning to soften around the edges of the face, though the forehead, the eyes, the jaw. So there's all this length and space and expansiveness, but at the same time, a sense of ease or grace or gentleness. As you continue to breathe here, coming into an intention today of gratitude. Noticing whatever you're particularly thankful for in this moment right now. Your strong, healthy body, your home, your supportive, loving network of friends or family, your job, your pets, whatever it is that's coming in your heart that you're feeling thankful for or grateful for. And setting ourselves up to lead forward in our day today from a place of a grateful, loving heart. Feeling thankful, feeling full, feeling appreciative of all the abundance and blessings in our life. And then the next time that you breathe in, go ahead and let your hands touch in front of the heart to a prayer position or Anjali Mudra, palms meet. As you exhale, bow your head to your heart. Just honoring that intention of gratitude and whatever it is that bubbled up for you in your mind or in your heart that you're thankful for today. And the next time you breathe in, slide your hands to the ceiling, lengthen the arms, lift the face, you can look up. Exhale, open the arms wide, bring the chin to the chest, let your fingertips find the ground. And then do that again. Inhale, sweep the arms high and wide, just starting to link our breath with movement. And exhale, release. One last time like that, big breath in the lip. And full breath out to release. Take the hands behind you, interlace your fingers, drop the chin, just open the heart one time, press the fist down, squeeze the backs, the shoulders, lift the gaze. And release the face, release the hands, roll the shoulders. We're gonna stay cross-legged, so whatever leg you have in front, see if you could adjust your cross legs so you kind of move your ankles underneath your knees. So it's almost like the shins are parallel-ish. A lot of times in our Sukhasana, our easy pose, I have you move your knees really wide and stack your ankles. But here, see if you could get more of the feet underneath the knees, the shins more parallel, and then walk forward. We'll just do a little work for our hips. So come forward and then take a little sway. So hopefully, maybe you feel this in the hips, the outer edges of the hips. And we're just gonna move into this, just swaying gently. So we're just warming up. We're gonna get the other side in a moment. And whatever the shape of your legs is fine. So they might not quite stack. One side might be way tighter than the other side. However you can be in cross legs, do that with one leg in front. And in a moment, we're gonna switch. Good. And then maybe lengthen your spine, breathe in, lift up and out. And exhale, one fold over the legs just to where you feel comfortable. Pause there, deep breath in. And full breath out. Go ahead and roll up or lengthen the spine to come up. Rock back so you can switch the cross of your legs. Put the other leg in front. And same thing, you're going to kind of tuck that bottom leg under and the top leg under as well. So you almost get the knees above the feet or the ankles. And the shins are more parallel towards the front of the mat. And then kind of wiggle into the hips to find your sit bones. Walk the hands forward as far as they comfortably go. Find your rock or sway side to side. Good. And then you'll pause, lengthen out, stretch the head from the tail. And exhale, deep fold if you want. Otherwise, you have a long spine and you're holding there, breathing there. And then either rolling up or lengthening to come up. Rock back one more time. Put the soles of your feet together this time. Hold your ankles. Lengthen your spine. Press the heart through the arm bones. And exhale, round back like a cat. And just do that a couple times. So inhale, open up. Press the belly. Press the heart. Lift the face. Exhale, roll back. Okay, one more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, roll back. And then lengthen the spine, sit up nice and tall in your bound angle Baddha Konasana. Hold or dive forward at the hips, holding the ankles, the feet, or whatever you can reach, and pressing the forearms towards the calves. Couple breaths, either long flat back or rounded spine. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Slide the hands along the shins to catch the knees. Bring the legs together and then widen the feet. And we're going to send one leg out and the other leg out. So you're in a straddle and flex the feet. And you can bring the hands behind you and kind of press the pelvis forward. Flex your feet. Hold here in that straddle for a moment. And then walk the left hand over to the left. So you're framing the right leg, or over to the right rather. So you're framing the right leg, or whatever side. It doesn't really matter. And then take a little fold there. And it doesn't have to be big. We're just warming up. Breathing there. Good. And then rise up and walk the hands through center. Come to the other side to frame that other leg. Lengthen. Maybe walk further forward over that leg and fold. Good. And go ahead and walk up. And let's bring hands to the legs, bring the legs back together. We're going to come to all fours, so you could either sweep the legs around or cross at the ankles and come over the shins to tabletop. Get into tabletop, bring the hands in front of the shoulders, and take a few rounds of your hip circles that you've done before if you've practiced with me. So nice big hip circles. Good job. And then when the hips come to the back, reverse direction, swing them the other way. And then take a swing on the heels, wide knee childs, big toes touch, knees separate, hips sink back, arms extend, hold. Good. Shift forward, tabletop, all fours. Bring the wrists under the shoulders, bring the knees under the hips. Take a couple hip wags, side to side. And then let the hips stack right above the knees. Send the right leg back to three-limb table, flex the foot, and roll your ankle. Roll your ankle the other way. Keep your legs straight, point your toe. Slide the opposite hand forward so you're on your fingertips. And then if you have your balance there, elevate the left hand. So you're in balancing table to pause, engaging the core. So draw the bottom ribs in, the navel in, strong belly, strong back. Deep breath in. Exhale, release hand, release knee. Other side, left hand, three-limb table. Flex the foot, roll your ankle. And roll your ankle the other way. Keep your legs straight, point your toe, long, strong leg. Walk the opposite hand forward so you're on the tips of your fingers. And then if you feel okay there, lift that arm up, balancing table, and hold. Strong core. Remember, bottom rib, long back, long line from tailbone to head and from fingers to toes. Deep breath. Exhale, release. Let's do that again. This time you're going to do both arm and leg at the same time. So right leg, left arm, lift it up, breathe in. And exhale to curl, bring the knee and the your back. Maybe they even touch right across midline. And then extend, flex the foot, breathe in. Exhale, point your toe, round your back, knee and elbow touch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl. Inhale, extend. And release both hand and knee back to the ground. Other side, left leg, arm, or side you didn't do. Hold, balancing. Exhale, knee and elbow touch. Inhale, extend and flex the foot. Exhale, point the toe, round your back, knee and elbow touch. One more time. Inhale, extend, flex. Exhale, round and point. Inhale, extend, flex. And release and knee to the mat. Walk the hands a little further forward. Shift the hips and land on your belly. Hold here for a moment, belly down. Just stack the hands or fists, toes up, knees bend, little windshield wiper to loosen up the back. And then circle the shins one way. And circle the shins the other way. Release the legs down long on the ground. Bring the arms alongside the body so the chin's towards the mat. And then inhale, lift the chest. Turn the palms to face each other. Lift the legs if you can. So you're in locust pose, strengthening the back body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release on either side of the face, lower down. Deep breath in. And full breath out. As you inhale, lift upper body, lower body. Hover, if you want it a little deeper, interlace your fingers and press your fist towards your feet. Squeeze the backs, the shoulders together. Firm up your legs. Hug the leg muscles onto the leg bones. Take a deep breath. And exhale, release other side of the face, lower down. Bring hands underneath shoulders. Shift back to tabletop, all fours, but keep the hands where they were and curl the toes under and lift the knees to down dog. Get right into that dog. And then go ahead and paddle out. Press one heel, press the other heel, bend and straighten legs. Good. Press out through both heels, spread the fingers wide, press the hands forward, and reach the hips back. If you need to put a knees, bend the knees. If you get tired, drop the knees to tabletop, puppy or child's. Couple breaths here. From dog, slow controlled walk to forward fold. Step feet to hands or hands to feet. Feet come hip width distance. Nod your head yes. And shake your head. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Bring your hands to your shins. Pull the head away from the tail. Ardha Uttanasana or half forward fold. Exhale, deep fold with bent knees. Reverse swan dive with bent knees. Inhale, fly up. Palms touch at the top. And exhale, hands through prayer. Close your eyes. Stand up tall and return to your three-part breath again. Deep inhale. Exhale, release your arms and step up towards the top of the mat. Take a sun breath. Inhale to lift. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lengthen. Hands to shins or fingertips to mat. Exhale, deep fold. Right leg steps back to low lunge to hold. Come high on the tips of your fingers and lift the arms right away to high lunge or crescent lunge. Hold there. Take a deep inhale. Full exhale. One more deep breath in your crescent lunge. And exhale, swan dive over your legs. Step the front leg back to meet the back leg. So you're in plank, firming up the core. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower the knees. Uncurl the toes. Point your elbows back, modified version of chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Press into hands, point the elbows back and slide the shoulders down as you lift the chest. Exhale, release to your belly. Press up and back to table. Toes curl under, dog, and hold. Come into calf press, lift your heels. Exhale, right heel drops, left knee bends, and look underneath the right arm. Inhale, lift. Exhale, switch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, both heels drop. Right leg floats up, three-legged dog. Right leg steps through to lunge. So if it gets stuck, just move the right arm out and kind of help it through. Come on the fingertips. Lift the arms, high lunge, crescent lunge. Hold. Deep breath in. And exhale, swan dive over the front leg. You're going to step your back leg up to meet your front leg. So soft bend in that back knee to step up. Inhale, lengthen. Ardha Uttanasana. Hands to shins or fingers touch the mat. Exhale, deep fold. Come up with bent knees, reverse swan dive, bend your knees. Inhale, open, palms touch at the top. And exhale through prayer. Eyes will close for a moment if that's comfortable. Come back to your breath. Deep inhale. Exhale, release your arms. Whole thing from the top. Sun breath. Good. Exhale, bend your knees, swan dive. Inhale, lengthen flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, deep fold. Your left leg is going to step back. So it's the same thing we did before. I'm going to turn this way. Left leg back. You're on fingertips. Inhale, lift the arms. We're coming right up. We're flowing, moving through these variations of sun salutations. Deep breath in. Exhale, swan dive. Front leg steps back to meet back leg. You could modify right away by dropping the knees or not. You're going to keep them lifted. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, lower your knees. Uncurl your toes, point your elbows back, come to belly. Inhale, cobra. So that modified chaturanga and cobra pose are always an option. Release to belly. Shift up through table. Toes curl under to dog. Inhale, heels lift. Hopefully you're getting a little warm now. Exhale, left heel drops, right knee bends. Good, inhale up. Exhale, switch. Inhale up. Exhale, both heels drop. Left leg floats up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step or help it through. Come high on the tips of your fingers. Inhale, lift the arms. That crescent lunge again. Press out through the back heel. Exhale, release. Deep fold. Back leg steps up to meet front leg. Hip width distance. Inhale, lengthen. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands through prayer. Eyes can close. You'll reset again. Deep breath in. And exhale, release. Take another sun breath to the top. Inhale, lift. You're doing great. We're going to keep moving. Exhale, swan dive. Bend the knees. Inhale, lengthen flat back. Hands to shins or fingertips to mat. Exhale, deep fold. Just like we did in the beginning, right leg steps back. This time, hands on the ground or a block. Bend the back knee. Lift the heart. Look up. Exhale, lift the hips. Head to shin and hold. Do that again. Bend the knees. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lift the hips. Straighten the legs to hold. One more time. Bend both the knees. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lift the hips. Straighten the legs to hold. Pause at the top. Lengthen the spine. Pull the head away from the hips. And exhale, a deep fold over those straight legs. Hands could be on the blocks or on the ground. They could be right underneath the shoulders, or they could walk forward and be on the fingertips. Couple breaths. Good. Rebend the front knee. Bring the hands back onto the blocks or onto your fingertips. Lift the arms to high lunge, crescent lunge to pause. Deep breath here. Straighten the front knee. Exhale, open up to your warrior two. Wiggle the back heel back so the heel is in line with the arch of the back foot. Take a deep in-breath. And as you exhale, reverse your warrior, but you're going to let that back hand pass the body and then bend your elbows and see if you could touch your fingers or just pretend there's a strap. So it would look like this from behind. It's archer pose. The back hand passes, the elbows bend, and you're either pretending there's that strap or you're touching your fingers. So you're going to hold your archer pose. Good. And then inhale, open up, straighten the legs, unravel the arms. Turn the toes forward and the heels back. So you're in a wide-legged stance. Lift the arms up. As you exhale, swan dive, either halfway to touch the legs or all the way to touch the ground. And then when you get into that deep fold, just pause for a moment, and then we'll lengthen out together. So press into the ground or the blocks. lengthen your spine. If the ground's too far away, grab a block for underneath the hands or bring the hands to the shins. We're going to come into a prep for a pose called Skandasana. It's like a deep lunge pose. Barbara and I were actually talking about this on the lake. So this is a good prep for it. You're going to turn the right foot out about 45 degrees. So not all the way out, but like to the corner of the mat. And then walk your hands to the right as you bend the right knee. But right now, see how my body's square to you? So I'm not here, I'm square here. That right foot's turned out slightly. Sole of the foot is to the ground of the left leg. So that's step one. Step two, we're going to turn a little bit more towards that front knee, so a little bit more. So my body is now a little bit on the diagonal. And I'm going to bring my right hand that's closest to that right leg, and I'm going to bring my forearm right up against my knee to kind of work that back a little bit and place my forearm kind of on the calf. And I'm just going to open that leg up. So I have my forearm right on the knee. I'm just kind of opening that up just slightly. I'm not pushing it back. I'm just getting my knee above my ankle. Do you feel it in your hip? I'm imagining you saying yes. It's a pretty deep hip stretch, so just hold here if you can for a moment. When we get to the other side, we'll take it maybe all the way into the deep variation of this. So release that and then spin the toes forward. So straighten the legs, spin the toes forward. You can lengthen out, maybe wag the hips a little bit. Come on out if you need to. And let's come to the other side. So turn the left foot. Let me move the block so you can see. Left foot's diagonally out about 45 degrees. Right foot is parallel. My knee bends right above the front ankle. My hips walk a little bit that way and hold. So that's step one, body square to the front, holding here. If you want to go a little further, move the body a little bit to the diagonal. Take that left hand that's near that bent knee and bring your forearm right up against kind of the inner knee, inner thigh, inner calf, and kind of work that leg back a little bit and just let the hand hang. So you're just using a little bit of leverage to kind of get that hip open and breathe. Your hips are going to be so stretchy and feel so good after today. Good. Release that. Walk through center. Turn the toes forward, the heels back. Let's lengthen out our stance. So be on the fingertips or bring your hands to the legs or blocks. Deep breath. And then go ahead into a deep fold. Your hands could stay where they are or they could stretch out to dog. They could be in any other variation. Hips high, so really feel the bottom kind of open up, your sitting bones, your tailbone, really stretch that bottom up towards the sky and back towards the back of the room. Feeling the hamstrings open up, the backs of the legs, and breathing. Good. Release your hands back so they're underneath the shoulders or back to your legs. Bend your knees, bring hands to thighs, press off the thighs to lengthen your spine. And then inhale a big sun breath, lift up. Exhale, arms shoulder height. Turn the left foot to the front. Bend the left knee, warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2, deep in-breath. And exhale, cartwheel down, left arm, right arm, pivot on the ball of the back foot and hold. Let's step back to plank or modified plank and pause. Press out through the heels, press out through the head. You could either, drop the knees to modify or not this time. Glide forward an inch or two, shoulders above wrist. Point elbows back, hover or come to belly. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. So up dog, we're on the tops of the feet, knees are lifted, arms are straight. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to our calf press, so we're kind of picking up where we left off on that flow. Press the right heel down, bend the left knee, just like we did earlier. Inhale, lift. We're just adding some more stuff, right? Exhale, switch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, both heels drop. Right leg floats up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step or help that right leg through. Come high on the fingertips. Inhale, lift the arms. High lunge, crescent lunge. Exhale, release the arms. Good. Step the back leg up to meet the front leg. Inhale, stretch it out, flat back. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, bend the knees, reverse all the way up. And exhale through prayer. Close your eyes if you'd like. Deep breath in. Exhale, release the arms. From the top, other side, sun breath, all the way up, big breath. Exhale, swan dive, soft knees. Inhale, lengthen, flat back, hands to shins or fingertips to mat. Exhale, deep fold. Left leg steps back, low lunge. Hands on ground or blocks. Back knee bends, heart lifts, breathe in. Exhale, lift hips, straighten legs, head to shin. Twice more, bend the knees, inhale up. Exhale, lift the hips. One more time. Bend the front knee, keep the back leg straight. Come high on the tips of the fingers and pause. Oh, actually straighten your legs. We did this pyramid variation. Come back to those. Lengthen your spine. And exhale, deepen your fold. Remember this? So legs are straight, feet are parallel. Toes forward, heels back. Back heels off the ground. Hands are on the ground of the blocks. Or you could stretch the arms forward diagonally from the hips. And hold and breathe. Good. Bend the front knee. Keep the back leg straight. Walk the hands back. Lengthen from heel to head. And now come up to your crescent lunge. Hold that high lunge. Press out through the back heel. Spark up the fingers. Good. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, open to warrior two. Heel spins down. Arms widen. Look forward out over the front fingers. Deep breath in. Exhale, archer pose, like it's a reverse warrior, but the back hand passes the body, the elbows bend, and you look to touch the fingers. Open the heart, the chest, the ribs, look up, and breathe. Good, unravel as you straighten the legs, open the arms, turn the toes forward, the heels back. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, swan dive. To your big forward fold, touching the ground or the legs or the blocks. And then lengthen your spine. Turn the left foot out. That was your back foot. Bend the left knee, walk the hands. So you could hold here. We're going to come all the way into Skandasana now. So pausing here, either taking that variation where you did one arm to the kind of inner thigh knee to open the hip, or if you want to come down, you're going to flip your right foot so the toes are up and you're on your heel. And you're going to kind of bend that left knee as you scooch the hips down and readjust the bottom leg if you need to so it's in a comfortable place. And if you can sit, you're going to lift the heart. And this is not for everybody. So if it works for your knees, you're going to do it. If it doesn't work for your knees or your hips, you're going to come back to that prep. Good. Release the hands. Pick the hips up. Toes are curled out. Come all the way to the other side. So you bend the right knee, you flex the left foot, and then maybe you sit down. And my hips aren't quite on the ground. They're just hovering. And you're so glad you're here. Practice today. Release the hands down, lift the hips high, turn the toes forward, the heels back, lengthen your spine, get that big flat back. And then exhale, deep fold. This time maybe walk the hands through the legs, turn the palms down, reach the crown of the head towards the earth. Couple breaths. Good. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Bend the knees. And press into the hands. Lengthen the spine. Come all the way up. Take a big sun breath at the top. Inhale, lift. Exhale, arms shoulder height. Right foot back to the front. Right knee bends. Warrior two. Deep inhale. Exhale, cartwheel. Right arm, left arm. Pivot on the ball of the back foot. And hold. Step back to plank or modify by dropping the knees. Drop the knees to modified chaturanga or keep them lifted, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, calf press, heels lift. Exhale, left heel drops, right knee bends, look under left arm. Inhale, lift. Exhale, switch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, both heels drop. When you're ready, left leg steps through to the top of the mat. Come high on the fingertips. You're coming up one more time. Press out through the back heel. Lift the arms up, high lunge, strong core. And exhale, swan dive. Step the back leg up to meet the front leg. Inhale, lengthen, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, deep fold. Inhale, bend your knees, reverse your swan dive all the way up, palms touch. And exhale, hands through prayer. You can close the eyes. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release the arms. Take a sun breath to the top, all the way up and out. As you exhale, swan dive over the legs. Inhale, lengthen flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, deep fold. Right leg steps back, and let's land on our right knee. Hold here. We'll do a little more hip work. Open your left foot out to the side a little bit, out to the left a little bit. Bring your left hand inside your left foot. So we're coming into lizard lunge. You could be on the ground or on your blocks. Back toes curled under right now, back knees to the ground. You could also drop onto the right forearm or both forearms. And you could do this on the blocks or on the ground, one forearm or two forearms. You could interlace the fingers or press to prayer. If you want to make more vigor, more heat in the legs, curl the back toes under and lift the back knee and hold that lizard lunge. Few breaths. Good. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, release the knee if it was lifted. Come back onto the hands if you're on the forearms. Let's wiggle that left foot back in line and frame it. So bring the left hand outside of the leg. So you're back to framing the leg. And now draw the hips back. Flex the left foot. Walk the hands back. Come high on the tips of the fingers. Lengthen your spine. Take a deep breath. Hips are high. And exhale, maybe fold over that left leg. And breathe. Good, lengthen the spine. Let's roll over the sole of the front foot, bend the front knee. You're going to keep the back knee drop down or lift it up. Step back to plank or modified plank. One more vinyasa here. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. From your down dog, you're either going to walk, step, or hop the feet forward. So step one would be little baby steps forward. Step two, you'd make one big step and then another big step, like a lunge and then a step forward. Or step three, if you want to practice the hop, you just look between the hands, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward. Inhale, lengthen, flat back, hands to shins or fingertips to mat. And exhale, deep fold. To come up this time, either bend your knees or keep the legs straight this time. Inhale up. And exhale through prayer. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release your arms. This is your last flow. We're going to hit the other side before we take it to the mat. Inhale up. Exhale, dive. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, deep fold. I'm just going to switch so you can see this side. Your left leg steps back. And you land on your left knee, right? So we're taking that whole lizard lunge. Big opening for the hips today. So the right foot can wiggle out to the right. The right hand comes inside the right foot. That's step one. Step two, you could come onto the left forearm. You could come onto both forearms. You could do this on the ground or the blocks. If you want more power in the legs, back toes curled under, lift the back knee and hold. And breathe. Good. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, release the knee. If you were on your forearms, come up to hands. And then wiggle your right foot back in line with the hips and take the right hand outside the foot. We're going to pull back to Ardha Hanumanasana, half monkey pose. Pull the hips back. Straighten the front leg, flex the front foot. You might wiggle it a little further forward, lengthen your spine, flat back. And then exhale, fold over that front leg. Couple breaths. Good, lengthen out. Roll back over the sole of the front foot, bend the front knee, dip the hips, walk the hands back. Let's slide the front leg back to meet the back leg again. And this time, lower all the way to your belly. Make a pillow for the head, stack the palms or fists, bend the knees, toes up, windshield wiper. Circle the shins one way. Circle the shins the other way. Lengthen the legs long. Bring the arms alongside the body. Just like we started with locust, we're going to come back up there. Inhale, lift the chest. Lift the legs. Turn the palms to face each other. You're hovering on the hip points and the pubic bone. If you can, interlace your fingers. Press the fists towards the heels. Squeeze the backs of the shoulders together. And rise up here. Hold. Hover in locust. So you're strengthening the back of your body and opening your heart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release onto one side of the face. Relax the hands, backs of hands touch the ground. Knees bend, toes up. Chin to the mat. Reach back, and if you can, you're going to catch the feet. So if you can grab a hold of the tops of the feet, go ahead and pull them towards your bum. If you can't grab them, straighten your legs and get ready for locust again. We're either coming up to locust or bow if you have the feet. Press the feet into hands, hands into feet to elevate the heart. Lift the chest. If that's not in the cards today, you're in locust. Both are very good. Hold. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, lower down. Side of the face, release the legs. Take any movement in the bum, in the back, in the legs that would help you kind of wiggle this out and feel good. And then bring your chin towards the mat. Straighten out your ankles. Bring the hands underneath the chest. Lift the heart and slide one forearm forward and the other forearm forward. So now you're in Sphinx pose. The elbows are beneath the shoulders. So line yourself up. Elbows under shoulders. Fingers spread wide. Arms like number 11s. Heart is open and elevated. So you're in your Sphinx pose. You're opening the chest. You're holding here, you're breathing here. Your drishti or focal point is slightly in front of the fingertips, like you'd make a triangle with the eyes between the fingers and the eye. So you're welcome to stay here. If you want to level it up and work your core, I'm going to take you into forearm plank from here. So if you'd like, you're going to interlace your fingers, curl your toes under, firm up your legs and your core, pick your bum up and lift the body up. Get right on the balls of the feet. Press your heels back. Press the head forward. Pull the bottom ribs and the belly in and breathe. You're cool here, right? We'll just stay here a little longer. Take another deep breath in. Stay, full breath out. You can do it. One more big breath in. As you exhale, release the knees, release the body, come back onto the belly, make that pillow for the head. One more time, knees bend, toes up, little windshield wiper. Good. Maybe roll the ankles around, let the shins stop moving, just roll the ankles, work out those cracks, roll them one way, the other way. And let the legs come long. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Press back to one child's pose. Knees hip width or knees wide. Arms extend. Fold back. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders. Press the lengthen or roll up to sit on the heels. Take the hips off to the side. Swing the legs around to the front. Let's do, oh my goodness, where's the time going? Let's do one more piece of core work before we come onto our mat. So hold the backs of the legs, come on the tips of the toes. Let me turn this way. You're coming into boat pose or navasana. So you're on the tips of the tips of the toes. You're opening the heart just for a moment here. If you want a little more, bring the shins parallel to the ceiling. You could release. You could also straighten your legs. I'm going to stay here, but if you want to straighten the legs, go for it. Take a breath. Good, another deep breath in. Hold the backs of the legs, dip the toes, lift the heart, get high on the sit bones. Let the feet come to the mat, open the knees, hold the ankles, sit up tall. And one last forward fold and bound angle just for a moment before we come to our backs. Good, lengthen your spine. Come on up, hold the ankles, float the heart up to the ceiling just to open the chest and collarbones. Look back at your feet. Slide your hands along the shins to catch the knees. Bring the legs together. Scooch up so you have room to lay back. Lift your arms up. And exhale, lower. Tuck the tail, scoop the belly. I'm going to move this out of the way. Come all the way to your back. And then when you get down, big stretch from fingers to toes. And then knees come up into body. You can hold the knees or the shins or wrap the arms around the legs and take a rock. Bring your hands to your knees and start to circle the knees one way. And then circle the knees the other way. Place your feet on the ground, knees up to the ceiling. Open the arms to T. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. You're in figure 4. You could lift the left foot up and hold the back of the left thigh or the front of the shin if you'd like, just for a breath or so. Holding here, lengthening the low back and opening the outer edge of the hip. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Continuing to keep the figure 4 shape of the legs, return the left foot back to the mat and open the arms to T. You're going to take this whole shape, figure 4, you're going to not move the figure 4 shape, but you're going to tip it over towards the left. So you come on the left hip and the right foot is to the ground, and then turn the head away from the knee. If you wanted to, you could take your left hand and put it on top of the ankle or the foot to kind of grab a hold of that leg. It might feel a little more grounding. And pause here. The last thing we're going to do, we'll do this on the other side and then we'll rest. You're doing so good. Good, release that ankle if you had it. Move your whole figure 4 shape back through center. Unwind the legs. Adjust the hips if they fell out of alignment. Just bring them back in line with the shoulders. Cross your left ankle over the right knee. You're in figure 4. That's option 1. Option 2, you pick the right foot up and hold the back of the thigh or the front of the shin. Coming into that hip opener. So a lot of hip work today, a lot of core work today. So hopefully your hips will be feeling good as you move into your weekend. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release the right foot to the ground, open the arms to T. That whole figure 4 shape just tips over to the right, so the left foot comes down to the ground. Your right hand could come onto the ankle or the foot. And then turn your head away from the knees and breathe. Excuse me. Good. Bring the head through center. If you're holding the ankle, release. Figure shape back through center. Unwind the legs, press into the feet just to adjust the hips. And then come right to rest. Send one leg long, other leg long, arms alongside body. A little bit of space at the armpit, palms open and eyes closed. Coming into Shavasana. Of course, if there's any final movement or posture or stretch, you're always welcome to do that before you come to rest. But eventually you're lying on your back. Your legs are long and relaxed. Your arms are long and relaxed. Backs of hands touching the floor, palms open to ceiling. Eyes closed. Let the weight of your body surrender towards the earth and the mat. Feel your breath soften. Let your mind settle. And take the next couple moments in stillness and silence. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana for as long as you'd like. If you're ready to transition out with me, just start to deepen the breath. Become aware of sensations in your body. Maybe bring movement in, wiggling fingers or toes. And then eventually come to either side, come into a fetal pose. Bring the knees into the belly, bring the arms into the chest. Take another moment to rest here. Using the top arm to press yourself gently up to seated. Eyes could stay closed or a soft gaze. I'll just be here for a moment together. Let the backs of the hands touch the knees or the lap. Open up the heart, the chest, and the palms. Sit up nice and tall. Come back to your breath. Take a deep inhale. And full exhale. On your next in-breath, bring the hands to prayer position, Anjali Mudra in front of the heart. And as you breathe out, bowing your head to yourself and back to your intention of gratitude. Preparing to end this practice and enter our day with a full, loving, compassionate, grateful, abundant heart. Sending thanks for all the blessings in our life today. And may all those blessings positively affect all those around us as we greet this day with an open, loving heart. We'll end together on the sound of Om, the sound of community, starting with a letting go breath. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale a sigh. We'll begin, deep breath in. As your head bows back to yourself, taking one last moment to honor the divinity and the light that shine within you. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing with me. Whenever you're able to watch this, I can't wait to see you guys again real soon. It's such a pleasure to practice with you. All right, so I'll just check in with you guys. Feel free to sign off if you need to, but if you want to stay on, I'm going to turn the recording off.